There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club, a game where we're gonna mess with 4 girls' hearts, because we can't do that in real life. I'm just kidding, but either way, my name is SixxFox, and thank you for tuning in, and we are going to dive right into part 1 and see what this masterpiece is all about. It's gonna be stuck in my head, damn. My name is going to be Sir... Oh, no, I don't know. What's a good name? What's a good name? Oniichan! Oniichan! Just because of the meme. Oniichan? Oniichan. How do you spell Oniichan? It's all about... I'm trying to make a joke about a car, and I don't even know how the damn thing's called. Oniichan? Oniichan. My name is Oniichan. Oh, we are outside from a questionable person. Hey, who is this? I can see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally obvious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'll never see yourself making today. It was just kind of how it works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around the high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. And there she is! Ah! What is going on? I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. We were not thinking about ignoring you. No. No. But that's mean. Oniichan, Oniichan. I gotta say it like that. I gotta say it like that every time too. Oniichan, Oniichan. It's just too good. It rolls off the tongue. But either way, well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commune. By the way, Oniichan, Oniichan. Okay, I'm done. You just gotta say it though. Just say it right now. It rolls off the tongue. I want you to say it right now. I'm just kidding. I know you didn't say it. I know you're probably just staring at me like I'm retarded. Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I have been looking either. Wait, well, I read that totally wrong. I haven't been looking either. There we go. Hey, that's not true. You told me you were going to join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. I don't know what a NEET is, but we're gonna find out what a NEET is in a few years, because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs, and if it makes you happy, no promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I am surprised. I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay, there we go. Looks like we're in the school now. So the school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Oh, it's Sayori again. Well, welcome. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I am the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You didn't need to wait up for me. It's going to make you even late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There is no way I am going to your club. Nini, Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she would have any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. So that's kind of how Sayori weaseled her way in there. But either way, it still works. She got the Vice President, and that's all that matters on that. But that said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told you the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything, so we're basically getting dragged into this situation. So don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out, which is most likely the story on this one. She kind of has her own little plan going here, but I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. So we are going off to the literature club, and this today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Now, this is interesting. This is where the story seems like it's gonna take a little bit of a twist, but we'll kind of find out as it goes here. But I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year class and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. We are now in there. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me the new member. Hey, I glance around the room. We have girl 1. We're gonna learn her name most likely in the future, but welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori's always tells me nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Okay, this is another girl too. We don't know her name quite yet, but I'm assuming we will learn very, very shortly. But way to kill the atmosphere. Oh god, she already has this like really evil vibe to her. But Nias! I can't even say that damn name right now, but Nissan Oniichan, what a surprise. Welcome to the club. She's a little more joyful. I would say she's a little bit more of the joyful type compared to the girl in the middle, which we still need to learn her name, but all words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. This is exactly what's gonna make him stay in the club now. He's not gonna go to that anime club anymore. He's gonna want to stick around in the literature club. But what are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. This girl seems like she's very truthful. She kind of puts herself out there, and she ain't dealing around with none of the bull crap. But, sorry. Natsuki. Oh, her name is Natsuki then. Oh, she's the one with the little bow tie, but the girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I didn't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year, and very sassy for sure. But she is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. So Sayori is the one who clearly we know we were introduced to her at the beginning of the game. And the one in the middle is Natsuki, I believe. I'm still getting used to the names here, but you could just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Oh, so Yuri is going to be the purple hair girl, but don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? Oh, Monika's the other girl with the dark green eyes and the longer hair, but that's right. It's great to see you again, Oniichan Oniichan. I'm trying so hard not to say it, but Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was always probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league in this situation. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels like you too, Monika. Come, sit down, Oniichan Oniichan. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table, and Sayori mentioned it's been widened, so that is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs, sorry, I totally read that wrong, but grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Okay, this is why I kind of hesitated earlier. I was wondering if we were going to have to make a decision in all of this process, but it looks like we're good. So Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. My god, my speech is going down, but we'll get better. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Woo! What is that? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with the icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika, and then I follow. It's delicious! Sayori, with all of her mouth full, has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. The references, but made them for you or anything. Hey, I thought you were technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. Maybe. But for you, how you... Dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. She definitely is, but insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea, which is good, and I am glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. She seems very I don't know, she's not very confident in herself kind of thing. Yet ago, she is very timid and logical. But Monika raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I should tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori? Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you've decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of a debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if you encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't many others in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put that away. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to starting something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. But you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. And you know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. So it seems like everyone is pretty confident in this club and in its success. But such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delightly by the new idea of a member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Nia-san, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. I mean, what am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship beyond them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since that moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way in her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with the deep... I messed that up. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you in for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. That's pretty cool, but really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over at me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about one's cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind you last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give it back. Fine, fine. Ooh, it seems like this poem is a little bit confidential, a little bit top secret, but Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer, are you, yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share one sometime of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable even to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poem. We all sit down in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. What's that idea? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, let's all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Oniichan, Oniichan? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What is it? Now that we all are back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth, and what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with deject in their eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Oniichan! I had to do it one more time. one more time. You all, I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Well, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. She is just so honest when it comes to things like this, but then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that we can all officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over me at once more. Oniichan, Oniichan, I look forward to seeing you and how you express yourself. Hehe. Yeah, oh god. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my Metacore writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Oniichan, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I live... Or, wait, I screwed that up. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she has always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! And there we go. We are venturing into the walk home. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I will have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Whew, and there we go. it is time to write a poem. But also, with that, we're gonna save the game. There we go. Either way, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to part 1 of Doki Doki Literature Club, where we successfully actually got into the club, which wasn't a big surprise. We kind of knew where this was going with the title of the game, but either way, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in, and I will see all of you in the next part for Doki Doki Literature Club, where hopefully we can write a really good poem to kind of impress all four girls. But either way, we won't know until then. Thank you for sticking along if you made it this far, and I hope to see you in the next video. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. SixxFox out. See you guys later.